Ah, these sensational queens, Huntrix from Kpop Demon Hunters, continue to wow us with their amazing vocal skills, aura, and just generally how hard they slay, both demons and our hearts alike. And their banger of a song, Golden, has been topping chart after chart after chart. But have you guys ever wondered how much money they will be able to make with this song if they were real K-pop stars? Okay, disclaimer. This video is for funsies only, and it only exists to answer my undying thirst for knowledge as a money nerd, so estimates could be wildly off. So if you have any thoughts or opinions, please remember to be nice to me and other commenters and engage in respectful, kind discussion down in the comment section below. Okay? Enjoy! Okay, since Huntrix is not a real K-pop group, it's really hard to calculate their revenue since, we don't have any monetary data to go off with. So let's compare them to a real-life global sensation, Blackpink. Okay, first of all, let's start off with album sale and digital sales. From what I can recall, I don't remember Huntrix releasing an album in the movie, but definitely correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. Okay, and as for digital sales, let's compare them to Blackpink's Jump, which sold over 14,000 copies worldwide and earning them a gross revenue of $14,000, which is actually like a lot less than I expected in terms of money, but apparently K-pop artists don't earn their majority of their income through digital downloads or streams. So then the gross income will be distributed between the label, the distributor, and then the artist. So usually with bigger companies like Blackpink, and assuming Huntrix is also a really big label, the label usually take 80%, and then the distributors, let's say they take 5%, which leaves the artist with 15%. So the net income from the digital downloads for the whole entire group of Huntrix will be around $2,000, and which means it will be around like $700 for each of the members. Okay, y'all, here comes the meat of where the money is made, the money-making machine, if you will. It is concerts and tours. The Born Pink tour was able to gross Blackpink $330 million. And you know what? Since Huntrix was also doing a tour during the movie, let's see how much money they'll be able to make. So if they were to be able to earn a similar revenue, then let's take away the expenses. Let's say it's $10 million because they deserve the best. And then the label takes their cut, which leaves Huntrix the group with around $64 million to take home, which means each member will be able to take home around $21 million. God damn, that's a lot of coins. No wonder they'd be able to flex in their like Tony Stark looking tower. So up next is promotional activities. In the movie, we see Huntrix doing some music shows, some interviews, and also some fan meetings. Okay, this is actually really interesting to learn from me because apparently even like big K-pop stars don't earn a lot of things in return money-wise from doing music shows. So it seems like the return on investment for them doing music shows is actually the media exposure they get. And as for interviews, the interweb did not bless me with any clear answer, so let's just say it's for exposure as well. But with fan meetings though, this is where they could be making bank as well. Lisa from Blackpink allegedly was able to gross $80 million from doing her global fan meeting. So literally, I'm wondering how much one handshake is worth. Okay, so let's do the same wickety-woo math thing, turning the gross into net income. In this case, if Huntrix were to do a global fan meeting, they will be able to make $16 million as a group, so a little bit more than $5 million per person. All right, up next, murrch. So this is where I gained some brain cells as well, because I learned that actually concert merch is a really big revenue generator as well. So around 20% of concert goers purchase merch, and usually each person buys around $150. Let's say Huntrix hold their concert in America's biggest concert hall, which can hold about 65,000 people, which is 65 times the size of my high school. And let's say 20% of the concert goers purchase the $150 of merch, which would gross Huntrix about $1.9 million worth of merch, which means the net profit for Huntrix will be around $380,000. Also, if this slightly unhinged video made you slightly ever more big brain, consider subscribing for more money, mindset, and mental health related content. Okay, so now that I've probably seen more zeros than I'll ever see in my life, let's add up everything and calculate the grand total amount. So digital sales plus concert revenue plus promotional activities plus merch equals, oh wait, I forgot something. All right, taxes. That's right, no matter if you're kicking demon butt or serving face, you still gotta pay your taxes. Okay, so let's just calculate with the federal tax of 40% and just ignore any state tax because it'll be way too complicated if we were to add that. So all the revenue minus the 40% federal tax will give you $16.3 million per person. Damn, just for one comeback. But you know what? They deserve it. They deserve it. Because didn't they top the charts in like their own universe for like 5 consecutive years? That actually takes a lot of energy, consistency, and dedication. And also, didn't Zoe and Mira mention that they haven't had like a proper break in a really, really long time? So yeah, they deserve all the coins and also the couch time they want. Okay, so here's the question of the day. I'm actually like so excited to yap about it with you guys. So first of all, who is your oshi? And how do you think they will spend their money after getting a paycheck? And for me, I love Zoe because she's like so energetic and like optimistic and just so precious. And seeing how like spontaneous and gullible Zoe can be, I think she'll be spending her paycheck first on some like random stuff, random ads she saw on like social media. And seems like Rumi is the workaholic of the group, so she might be a little bit more organized with her finances. So she might be the one doing like the whole, pay yourself first kind of thing, which is the kind of thing that I recommend on this channel. Like the whole allocating your money into different buckets kind of thing after you get it as a paycheck. But like putting it into different buckets. One is for like living expenses, another one is for like fun expenses, and then like a third one is for like savings and investments. But what do you guys think? I'm actually like super curious, so let's yap about it in the comments. And once again, thanks so much for hanging out today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!